All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Sunday, Easter Sunday today, and Doge Day as well. This is the fourth Doge Day, the first being 2021 when Doge was going crazy. And of course, Doge dumped that day. But generally, Doge days have been, a little hit or miss. But this year, kind of had a little dump overnight, but it wasn't just Dogecoin, Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin was up here at about 85.3 and dumped all the way down to 83.9. Bitcoin, yes, Bitcoin was going down, dragged the whole crypto market with it overnight, including our favorite Dogecoin. But we are recovering this afternoon. We've got green candles. Green candles, always a good thing. So this is where we start. How's everybody doing? Let me drop down here in the corner and wish you all a happy Doge Day as well. 420, just one of those things, right? Just one of those things. Weed Day, Elon, and Doge, all in good fun, of course. Magic numbers, 69, 420, all that stuff. It's all good. It's all good, guys. Did you notice Max? Did you notice Max? Max is a member. Got his name in green here in the chat, Max. It's all good. It's all good. Cheers to everybody. Cheers on a nice, beautiful spring day again in Boston. Enjoying the nice weather here. Got out today, had some fun, and now I'm here with you guys. Here we are. Cheers. Yeah, now we don't have to hear about Max complaining about, I'm not a member. Somebody give me a membership. We do have, oops, let me get that white here. We did have kind of this outline happening of a Doge, right? That was all kind of happening. And now we've got the tail going up. So it's awesome. It all works out, right? It all works out. So Doge Day, here we go, right? The Dogecoin community celebrates its iconic meme coin. That's right. April 20th, Dogecoin holders celebrate the now traditional Doge Day, a festive day born in 2021, alongside the global Cannabis Day. Cannabis. While the Doge community shows unwavering enthusiasm, a major event could soon redefine the landscape of this iconic crypto. And what is that? That would be a Dogecoin ETF. Interesting to see what the timeline is of this. Dogecoin ETF, I've been talking about October all along, October, but these guys seem to think that there is a deadline in May under one of the applications, Grayscale, decision expected no later than May 21st, because maybe the conversion from a futures to a spot ETF may not be the same thing. I don't know. Bitwise, possible response as early as May 18th. No, I don't think so. That response is still from the application, hasn't happened yet. But the Grayscale one, we will be watching that and see whether that is indeed what is in store. The Dogecoin community celebrates Doge Day on April 20th, a day dedicated exclusively to Doge and weed, of course. For 4 years, this tradition has combined humor, memes, and a passion for Doge. So that is what we're celebrating today, Doge Day. So Dogecoin holders celebrate Doge Day 420 ETF decision, Dogecoin ETF, drawing near. We will see. Again, this is in the United States. There is an ETP in the EU now that's trading, thanks to 21 shares, and they have an application in now for an ETF in the United States. So all sorts of fun memes just being shared today. And you can go to hashtag Doge Day on X, and you get a lot of Doge fun as well on this Doge Day. So happy Doge Day, everybody. How's everybody doing? We'll get to more of the fun and news in just a minute. I just want to say hi to everybody in the chat because we're celebrating Doge Day today. New World, happy Doge Day. Aquarian Vibe, hi everybody. Don, happy Easter and Doge Day as well. Red Bull, missed the Friday live thinking it was Saturday. Who knows what day it is anymore, right? Who knows what day it is anymore? And of course, Max, our newest member of the channel. Thank you for joining, Max. Hi, Gary. Ron, what's the word? Ricky wants to know, did anybody buy any Doge today? We had a nice dip all the way down to 1525. Yes, 1525 at noon today was our dip. So, Takoa, happy Easter and 420 to you as well. Hi, Ryan. Happy Easter to you. SP, happy Doge. 420. Red Bull reminds everybody to hit the like button. Appreciate that. Hit the like button as we celebrate the day today. How's everybody doing on a Sunday? Christoph, hello. Zach Dagger, cheers. RR Ducks. Yeah, still sideways. I mean, we look at this, blown up on the 15-minute chart, but we go out to the 4-hour and it's like, yeah, totally sideways. And of course, Bitcoin as well, just has been totally sideways now for 9-10 days in a row. Bitcoin just totally sideways. So yes, you're right, R. That's all it is. But that's why we decide to zoom in, because you're looking out at a 4-hour chart and you're like, there's nothing there. There's nothing going on. So we zoom in because that's much more fun. And we're going to see whether that green candle follows the dog tail up. So far, that's looking pretty good. Sunshine, what's up? MB bought the dip. Raiden, hello. Welcome. Yes, Raiden identifies Max as being green. Max is green. Hey, Mark, how are you? Ryan, welcome. Charles, in the history of Doge Day, Doge has never done anything significant, but it's cool to celebrate. Of course. I think that's just kind of becoming the routine, right? That's just becoming the routine on a day like today. So Ryan says, my portfolio goes up 40%. I'm pulling half and buying some schooling. That way I can buy more Doge for years on. Nothing wrong with schooling, Ryan. Nothing wrong with it. Hi, Bruce. You're out to dinner. Hope you're enjoying a nice one on a Sunday. Cheers to you. Charlotte in the house. Hi, fam. How are you? Adosa, finally. Finally, Doge Day is here, I guess. I get worried when Kriss is drawing chart cats. Right, I said it's a dog today. It's a Doge. It's a Doge in the chart today. That's what we're watching is the Doge. See that? It's clearly a Doge. Look at that. It's the sheep with the pointy ears. I'm trying. Because every time I drew a cat before, it just went down further. So today, it's a dog. Max is going to spam the chat with emojis because you can, right? Because you can. 42-cent Doge and $4.20 XRP. Well, I did see XRP was having a nice little, some nice little green candles this afternoon. So that's nice of XRP. Now we just need those for Doge to get up. And that would be up at about 15.8, 15.9 if Doge did the same. So we'll be watching that. Has Doge ever been green on Doge Day? I did not go back and check. I didn't go back and check. And it would take a while live. So what I do have, though, are the prices. Are the prices of Dogecoin on this day in history, Doge Day. Last year in 2024, 1 year ago, the price of Doge, 15 cents. Right where we are. Just a whole year went by, and it's just like, here we are, 15 cents. In 2023, the price of Doge was 9.4. In 2022, Doge was 14 cents. 14 cents. Of course, then we had 2021 at 40 cents. And that is right when Doge was starting to go crazy there in April of 2021 on its way up to its all-time high of 73 cents that it hit on May 7th. But do you know that in 2020, you could have bought Doge for 0.002? 0.002. That's right. That's 5 Doge for every penny. And it was 0.002 in 2019, 0.005 in 2018, 2017, 3 zeros, 0.0004, 2016, 0.0002, and 2015, 0.0001. I mean, you could have bought a crap ton of Doge for not very much money back in 2015. But then again, in 2015, people thought Doge was dead. Totally dead. But hey, but that's the history of Doge on this day, Doge Day, all the way back. Ah, look at that, up to 15.6 now. We got some nice green candles on the Dogecoin chart right now, guys. Very nice. Danny celebrating Doge Day. The other one, cheers to you. Christian, happy 420. Sean, you bought some? Nice. Sally's Dream in the house. Hello. David broke even on your DCA. Cheers to that. Looks like a cat. It's a dog. It's a sheep. I wanted to keep going up. Zetless, I'm back from Egypt vacation. We didn't quite make $1. Didn't quite make it. It's a Batman. It could be a lot of different things. It's a Batman. Right. It's a dog. It's a sheep dog. Tony Two-Tone, what's up? Do only good every day. Love the sentiment. Thank you. Right. 30 more days until Max asks for gift memberships. Ryan is Coolio. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Welcome. Nice data. Nice day to come in and check on KrissPax. Ali, when does the altcoin season start? You know, we just might not have a real alt season this year. It just might not happen. Bitcoin dominance just continues to be strong. I don't think ETH is ever going to go on this crazy run. So what is this? PaxCat, your king. Who did that? Who is this? Guys. Oh my God. It's too funny. Oh, I don't know if there's a way I can tell. This is a new account created today that I can see. It's a new account. PaxCat, your king. Too funny. Oh my God, that's so funny. It's not you, Charlotte? Are you sure you don't have another browser open? Somebody's got two browsers open. Judah Bogleyo, how are you? Happy Doge Day to you. Steven, how are you? Boston up by 10? I'm not worried. Early in the playoff. First round, Orlando. They'll probably drop one to Orlando, I would guess. Maybe win 4-1. That's my guess today. Sunshine, you sold your house today? Congrats. I hope you got the price you wanted. Cheers. Spring market, real estate seems to be doing pretty well. As long as you don't like totally overprice your house when you put it on the market, especially in New England, in Boston area, houses are still selling like crazy. Hey, Luca, how are you? Thoughts on Dogecoin for rest of Q2? So that would be through June. So I kind of think we're going to have a nice end of April and at least half of May. But then we get into the beginning of summer, things slow down. I don't know, not expecting a lot. Not expecting a lot. So, if we can get up over 20 cents here in the next few weeks, then we might be dipping into the teens again. And that's kind of what I would like to see, is something like that. And stay there through the summer with maybe a few dips and get ready for the fall. Yeah, DB, I agree. It's feeling very Charlotte-y, isn't it? It's feeling very Charlotte-y. PaxCat. She says, not me. And I'm like, I don't know. Nobody's going to fess up to it, though, so. Too funny. It's MJ. MJ's back. DB, way too lazy to have two YouTube accounts. Glad to hear it, Sunshine. Good job. Let's take a poll to see who we think the PaxCat account is. PaxCat for the win. Charlotte will be my new mom. You guys. Florida, Arizona, yeah. And a lot of the Florida stuff is an outflow from the hurricanes and, big condo fees and assessments being done to upgrade all of that stuff. That's pretty tough. I didn't know Arizona housing prices were dropping as much. I knew Florida was. Probably because Arizona just got overbuilt. Yes, that means buy in Arizona, Ryan. Exactly. Yeah. Buy in Arizona. Good prices. I don't know. That's just the desert heat. I can't do it. I lived in Las Vegas for a couple years and I can't do it. I need the seasons. Yeah, it's the insurance. That's a big problem in Florida as well. Big problem. Yep. So Arizona, here we go. Let's all go to Arizona. Yeah, but then I'd have to root for like the Phoenix Suns and the Arizona Diamondback. I can't do that. I'll stick with Boston. How many more properties do I need? This PaxCat account is certainly having fun. Oh my God. I know exactly, Ron. That's the main reason I couldn't do it. Suns. Yeah, others.d. Yeah, Max. We'll take a look at others.d. This is all crypto except the top 10. So Doge is not included in this as well because Doge is a top 10. But others has generally been going down as Bitcoin dominance goes up. So that's less and less of market cap of alts is what others is. Less and less market cap of alts is what's happening. In a true altcoin season, this thing would go crazy. And of course, after we had, Trump elected, Bitcoin went up, but alts went up higher. Doge particularly, but we also had a bunch of the small alts going up. And a lot of these are like the memes, like the meme coins. Because a lot of money was flowing into those. And that's what that was. But yeah, at that same time, we look at Bitcoin dominance. And Bitcoin dominance was going up, again, except for, post-Trump election, when Dogecoin went crazy and other alts were going up, Bitcoin dominance dropped. But then, particularly with the tariffs and all of that fear, Bitcoin has held better than alts, so Bitcoin dominance continues to go up. So that's what that is. Dogecoin has just been hanging out, but this has been nice today. Look at that. I drew the tail, and look at that. We just hit the top of the tail. We just hit the top of the tail, guys. Isn't that awesome? I drew it, and it happened. Yeah, I said desert heat. The desert heat. It's dry. It's a dry heat. Hey, Tony, I'm curious what everyone thinks about if there's any impact left on Doge and retail markets. Yeah, I think outside of crypto, I mean, everyone just thinks of Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency, which is not great. I think the House of Doge has a lot of work to do to overcome that as they begin to roll out this whole Dogecoin as a cryptocurrency program. A lot to overcome because there's a lot of negative thoughts around the Department of Government Efficiency right now. So that's going to be a challenge. That's where I'm moving, back to Sedona, Red Rocks, beautiful. Yeah, I've been through Sedona. Absolutely. And it is beautiful. It's just like my work is here, my family's here. I'm not moving to Sedona. Is Schwab going to start trading crypto? I haven't heard that. Nathan gifted a membership. It's Jason Moore. Congratulations, Jason. You're now a member of the channel for a month. Nathan, thanks for the generosity, spreading the love of a membership. Draw the tail higher. I know I should have, right? Just keep drawing it up and up it goes, right? Up, up, up. Let's go. Let's go. Maybe all this time it's a dog and not a cat. Well, every time I drew the cats, it ended up going up and then dumping. So it's like, okay, it's a dog. And it's Doge Day today too. So what happens when the candle breaks through the white tail? I want to see it. Send it. Mars says, send it. Are we all millionaires? I won't have to worry about going to any pro sports championship celebrations. The Diamondbacks won baseball one year, and I think that's it. Cody, they'll just continue to be mad about it as long as politics are not on their side. And they got to yell about something. So they're making crap up, just spreading fear. Everyone's going to lose their jobs. Everyone's going to lose their Social Security, blah, 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 blah. And it's all lies. It's all lies. Hey, Campo, how are you? Nathan knows who Pax Cat King is. Who is the Pax Cat King? Trump is getting rid of the sell button to help support the stock market. He's going to deport the sell button. Pamp it. Hey, Sean, big day coming? Yeah, well, Milkman, we'll see if we get up to 22 cents. We just need to get out of this, the fear of like the tariff stuff and the inflation stuff and all of that. We just got to get out of that. Meanwhile, Dogecoin's cultural strength shines on Doge Day, but market momentum stalls. It's just been a sideways market for over a week. It really has. Dogecoin enthusiasts celebrate Doge Day on April 20th, highlight the coin's strong community and cultural presence. That's why we are here. But it doesn't really boost Doge's market performance. But Dogecoin maintains relevance with rising institutional interest, including ETF filings from major asset managers. I mean, Bitwise, Grayscale, they're not messing around. They're not messing around. So now what we did have this morning was liquidations And particularly with Doge, we did have over $2 million in Dogecoin liquidations on the price coming down. So there's always going to be a drop in price is going to take out a bunch of leverage, particularly on Doge. And if somebody was leverage trading Dogecoin going into Doge Day, you probably have to have your head examined, because every year on Doge Day, the price goes down. So if you were leverage trading Dogecoin going into Doge Day, you only have yourself to blame if you got liquidated. You just don't do that. You just don't do that. So funny how 22 cents sounds real good right now. I know we're all kind of exhausted of the teens. Let's get it done and get back. A lot of people out with their families. I know it's Easter Sunday and it's Doge Day. People are like, they're out of it right now. That's all right. That's okay. All looking for Easter eggs filled with Dogecoin. You're going to pretend Pax Cat King is the actual Pax Cat. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, man. After the Melania and Trump token crash, hopefully everyone knows that Doge is the only meme coin. And of course it is, because it's the only one that actually is a coin, because all those others are just stupid tokens. Doesn't mean you can't make money off them, but you know what I mean. Doug is here with the Doge family. We're here. And yeah, every year at the Bitcoin conference, Bitcoin price always seems to go down. It is amazing, Ryan. Just as a reminder to everyone, I will be at the Bitcoin conference this year out in Las Vegas. Yes, going out for the Bitcoin conference. So if anybody's in the Vegas area, last week of May, I will be out there. Pax Cat, your king is still in the house. Actually, that is not true, because I did fill Pax Cat's bowl with food this morning. So there is that. How do I get even with DCA? It's so hard to buy lower than 15. 15 is a stable price. That is true. So the best way to get even with DCA is to continue buying on dips and hope the price goes higher. That's it. But at least it's not dropping to 13, 12. Whoever the guy was that said 12.5 cents had to happen. And I was like, no, 12.5 doesn't have to happen. No. We could all be in the Vegas area if we moved to Arizona. Well, you got 1 month to get there. I don't know if I'm going to do any live streams from the Bitcoin conference, but I'll record stuff when I'm there. If your DCA is 15 cents, I'd call it good. You're $19.99. So praying for that 20-cent Doge. Yeah, if you had bought a 15.2 right here, you'd bring that 19.9 down a bit. A Bitcoin conference vlog. Yeah, I'll probably do something like that. Show you guys what it looks like at the conference. I'll make one video of that, probably. See if there's any mention of Dogecoin there. I'm guessing not, except for whatever I say. But we'll see. It's over, Mars says. Mars El Toxico. It's over. No. No. Are the Trumps going to the Bitcoin conference? Are the Trumps going to the Bitcoin conference? I did not see them. Bitcoin conference 2025. I didn't see them. Of course, Ross Ulbricht is going to be there. That's going to be exciting. Michael Saylor, of course. Cynthia Lummis. Oh, Bo Hines from the White House will be there. David Sachs. But Cameron Tyler Winklevoss. Aaron Arnold. But no, the Trumps aren't listed. Doesn't mean they might not visit, but I kind of don't think they're going to be there. Anybody else here that is worth mentioning? Anthony Scaramucci. I don't know who most of these people are. There's Arthur Hayes. He's going to be there. What's this? Baby Dog Justice? The Goodest Girl? I don't know who that is. Ben Cowan will be there. Yeah, I don't know who these people are. I'm going for the experience. Maybe learn a little bit, meet some new people. There's a lot of people going. A lot of people. Do. Anyway, that's enough of that. We got Dogecoin going up. Come on. Let's keep going. Yeah, I'm going to wear, I'll do it. I'll have some Doge stuff. Orlando up. Yeah, just wait till the third quarter. People like walkarounds. Okay. You can't say that. Not in my live stream, Ryan. You can't say that. Who are the top Doge holders now? I mean, outside of the exchanges? I have no idea. Private people do not broadcast how much Doge they have. So we don't know. They won't announce it for security. Well, I would say that if like Eric Trump is going to be there, they would probably promote that. If Bitcoin is not used for everyday transactions, does it fail? Nope. Store of value is what Bitcoin is becoming. Now, what happens, 100 years from now, when we're getting close to no more Bitcoin being mined? I have no idea. But that's part of the reason why I support Dogecoin, is because Dogecoin is the best cryptocurrency because of the way that it is made. It works better as a currency. And if House of Doge has anything to say about that, if what they're planning on actually works, I don't know what people are going to say about Bitcoin. I mean, it's the gold, right? The store of value. That's it. Again, as I've said many times, that's not what Satoshi Nakamoto had in mind for Bitcoin. It was supposed to be as eCash, digital currency. So if Doge takes that place, awesome. Awesome. MG, how are you? Leo, hi. Yeah, Nathan, when you gift a membership, YouTube does a random thing. You can't select someone to become a member. Aw, Weather Girl had a nice dinner. Happy Easter to you. Yeah, Jerome Powell is not going to the Bitcoin conference. I can tell you that. There you go, Ryan. Root for the Celtics because of Derek White. I'll take that. The unlocks are crazy, especially with the Trump token. Oh my God. But yeah, but even others, like Solana, XRP, they'll just continue to unlock. Sui, Say, a whole bunch of other big ones. Kriss will be rocking a Doge ball cap, sunglasses, gold chain with my Robinhood gold bar. Hey, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow they're going to announce who won the gold bar. Will it be KrissPax? Will it be KrissPax? Yeah, Z-Power, Elon will still support Dogecoin. He just thinks it's funny. He'll keep supporting it. Merchie, do you want to buy more Doge? Spray paint Dogecoin on the side of the Venetian. Oh my God. Yeah, RKT, they announced tomorrow who's winning the gold bar. It'll be KrissPax. I can't win my own giveaways, so I might as well win the Robinhood one. If Bitcoin falls below 80K, and there is one incentive to mine, it won't fall to zero. The mining becomes unprofitable under 80K. Well, in 100 years, we won't know. We won't know 100 years from now what happens. Right now, under the present energy costs and mining costs all tied together, a lot of rigs get turned off under certain prices. Again, I don't know if it's 80K or not. I mean, if it's one of those big mining pools, they're probably still profitable. Yeah, YouTube is entirely random except if you're max, and then you never win. Hey, Eric, welcome. Glad you could tune into the live stream. Michael, happy Easter to you. Kriss for the gold bar. I love the thinking. Let's go. Want that gold bar. Thank you, DB. Not yours, Doug. Mine. XRP or Doge? You're saying that here? Oh, XRP will still get people to fall for it. Doesn't mean you can't make money on it, but come on. You have a friend invested in miners. They're tanking. Yeah, it's not a good time to be mining with small mining operations. The ETH team is preparing for possible chain attacks with Splurge. Does Litecoin or the fork of Doge have to do the same? Chain attacks. I have not heard of any chain attacks for Litecoin or Dogecoin. I have not heard of that, Max. You're so funny, Ryan. But you do know how to get me. True. There are many who are mining with relatively little overhead cost. So they just need to, well, once you get your ASIC miner or whatever you're mining with, once you get that paid off, then you're a profit. I have to go to Fort Knox to pick up your gold bar. If there's any there. That whole thing went quiet really quick, didn't it? Like a month ago, there was going to be all this talk about is the gold there or not? And then it all shut up. Kind of interesting, isn't it? Kind of interesting. Just didn't hear a thing after that. So somebody said something to someone and said, stop the talk about Fort Knox. And so no one's talking about it now. Leads me to think that there wasn't a lot of gold there. And they're trying to replenish it back. Something was going on because all of a sudden they were going to go out there and they were going to see what was there. And then we heard nothing. Smoke and mirrors with gold. Exactly. Do they ship you the bar if you win? Good question, Eric. I would like to know that. How do I get my hands on my gold bar? Bruce said it's gone. Yeah, it is kind of funny, isn't it? Bruce too, don't you think? It's like there was all this talk a month ago about is there any gold in Fort Knox, and they were going to go and do a tour. They were going to audit it, and we've heard nothing. We've heard absolutely nothing, which leads me to believe there's a problem there. And it was best for the government to cut all that talk. Oh. A gold ETF would be boring, K-Mac. That'd be boring. I want the real bar. Put it up here on the mantle right here behind me. Have that gold bar sitting up there. That would be cool. That would be cool. I can buy any price below my DCA. That's good. Well, again, just look for the big red candles on the dips. Big unlocks coming up. Max has got the list here. WorldCoin, Plume, Aptos, Arbitrum, Arb and Optimism. It's just amazing. Big unlocks. Big token unlocks. Yep. I used to reference this website. I stopped referencing it, but it does give you the token unlocks. They changed their name. Crypto token unlocks. Tokenomist. They changed their name to Tokenomist. Maybe we know. Yeah, they changed their website around. It used to be so much easier to read. This whole thing about Solana and Cardano, not sure what that is. But this is the list right here, though. Oh my God, that's funny. Mantra has a big token unlock coming in 2 days for Mantra. Oh God, that's funny. Mura, I don't know what that is. Venom Fetch has a big one, 1.95 million. Upcoming unlocks. Yeah, if you go to that page, yeah, it doesn't give a bunch more. Oh, they want you to upgrade now to see the rest. I don't want to upgrade. No, thank you. I don't want to upgrade. Well, all of that information used to be free. Pulling out of Mantra. Yeah, Mantra, not good. For those that thought that they may be able to ride it up, nope. It went back down 55 cents. Because there were people who were betting on it going higher, and it ended up just tanking back down. So a lot of selling, a lot of big selling on Mantra. And of course, that is after the big cliff of the drop that we had a week ago. Remember that? A week ago? Woo! Big drop. It's not recovering. People don't believe the president, what the guy's saying. So yeah, this thing's done. Totally cooked. Hard to travel with the gold. Maybe they deliver it to your house. Yeah, that Epstein list too. What happened to that? Didn't Pam Bondi have the list on her desk? And it's just like, that was months ago. Yeah, exactly. What happened to the Epstein list? Oh. To figure out how much Doge you would need to buy to get your average down from 19.9 to 18, you need to do a spreadsheet. Do a little calculation, figure that out. But it's doable. Just do a little spreadsheet. You can figure that out. No, wrapped Doge on Solana is not the same as Doge. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just buy the real Dogecoin on the Dogecoin blockchain, not some wrapped Doge. That is not Dogecoin. Ohm. Oh my God, no, exactly. Tesla stock. Yeah, Eric, I think Tesla stock is a bit undervalued. If you're in for the long term, I think that's a good buy for Tesla stock. I think there's going to be a lot of others that will outperform Tesla in the short term, just because there's so much negativity right now still against Tesla and Elon. Over time, that'll go away. But right now, I mean, it's still battling all of that PR issue around Elon. The thing that's going to make Tesla more profitable than anything in the coming years is probably going to be these Optimus robots. They're going to sell a crap ton of them. Optimus robots. As Tesla changes from being a car company to a technology company. So will we see dips? Probably. Tesla's now, what, 241. Here's the Tesla stock price right now, 241. So on the 9th, it was down to 218. On the 7th, it dipped to about 216. And the lowest we had last week was Wednesday at about 234. But 241 isn't that far from 234. You zoom out a little more and you'll see, I mean, Tesla was up here at 480. Here's where I sold my Tesla at 435. Yeah, I sold my Tesla stock here at 435. Again, that all went into the money I used to buy my house. But again, I bought that, most of that at like 112, and I sold at 435. So that's like almost a 4x on that return. Are you going to get a 4x on Tesla if you buy now? I mean, that would be over $900 a share Tesla. That could take a while. That could take a while. Yeah, that's where I bought it right there, beginning of 2023. Right there at 112. But yeah, compared to where Tesla just was up here over at 400, and now it's at 241, many believe that's a good buying opportunity for Tesla stock. Not liking the red candle. We hit the line on the tail here, but it's coming back down a bit. The Ohm token killed the RWA narrative. Yeah, we're still waiting for peak and its RWA thing to take off. Yeah, Phantom Wallet is not Dogecoin blockchain. You go to a legitimate exchange to buy Dogecoin, not in the Phantom Wallet. Go to Coinbase, you buy it there. And then you own the actual Doge. Hey, John, how are you? Buying the dips, new job, newborn in a week. Congratulations, John. Congratulations. You'll have your own little toddler hodler. Awesome. Congratulations. I'm not buying the silver hype, Maxim. Jasmine? Jasmine went on a big run a couple weeks ago, or the past couple weeks, but this week it's kind of pulling back a bit. So, yeah, we had this nice run here last week, but not able to maintain it right now. But at least we're not under a penny anymore. That was bad. Jasmine falling back under a penny. That was a great buying opportunity there. So 1.4, 1.5. You're going to buy an Optimus robot, Brian? Hello, Forks. Zena, can I zoom out on the Doge monthly? The monthly. Let me get rid of these little KrissPax signs. Don't need those. Not much. I mean, on the monthly chart, I mean, we're right here where we were last year. In fact, we saw it 15 cents on April 20th, a year ago. Doge was at 15 cents. We're the same. By the end of April, Doge last year, Doge had dropped down to about 13.3. Had a good May, but then fell back in June, July, and August. Again, that's the summertime right there. So that's why I think we need a nice green candle here for May, just like we saw last year. green in May and then red, red, red. I would not want reds all summer long, though. For those of you that want to buy dips on lower prices, maybe you get an opportunity. Zach, smart, lucky sometimes, I guess. You got to take risks sometimes. Legitimate exchange, getting bent over on fees to buy, sell, or rotate. It's the Coinbase fee is not that much compared to where you think the price of Doge is going to actually own Dogecoin and not some wrapped thing. But hey, if you want to just trade in a phantom wallet, you're free to do that. Yeah, we're still early in the whole RWA game. In House of Doge, I mean, they're going to tokenize stuff on Dogecoin blockchain. KMAC, it depends on how much you're buying, and then it depends on like how much trading you've done. Like all the trading I've done on Coinbase, I don't pay a huge fee for my buys and sells. So if you're a regular customer and you're doing more trading, your fees go down a lot. But I get it from where you're sitting. Craig, I still think the last leg of the bull run is the fall. So will it still happen? I don't know. But that's kind of what I see is the fall. And we're just going to have to be patient, which I've talked about since the beginning of the year. So how do we get there? A lot of sideways trading, ups and downs. Not the best, not fun, but that's what we got. And if you're pulling in enough profits, the fees are worth it. But hey, like KMAC, if you want to go onto just trade within a wallet and you're not buying the real Doge, but it's a wrapped Doge, and you're just investing in it and you don't care about that, maybe that's all right. You just have to be careful with that stuff. I don't trust Phantom Wallet. I don't know anything about it. I mean, you're going to have this wrapped Doge. It doesn't show up on the blockchain anywhere. And then one day you open your wallet and it's gone. Then what do? Nothing. You can't do anything. There's no trace of it. So I just don't trade in wallets. Imagine years ago paying for a broker that churns your account while you pay them. Isn't that amazing? Everybody fell for it. But that's how the markets worked until E-Trade. E-Trade, that was huge. When E-Trade launched, that was huge. You can do your own stock trades. The fees were high when it first started. I remember that. But you didn't have to use a broker. The House of Doge is going to be so huge. Well, if you were trading on FTX, come on, KMAC. I mean, I didn't even fall for that. Offshore, no way. And I did say legitimate exchange. Remember that? That whole FTX thing right from the start. Going to have a beautiful bull run in the fall. I believe that maxim. I've been saying it consistently for months. That's what I think. It doesn't mean we still can't have a good May. And even finishing off April would be nice. I mean, our monthly returns, not great. So right now in April, we're still down 6% for the month after a loss of 17.5 in March and 38.5 in February. That's not pretty. So to get back to green in April, I think would be great. And then have a green May. Junes have typically been red 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years in a row. June has been a red month. So again, that's just looking at history. $100 buying Doge on Kraken cost you 40 cents. So if you spent $1,000, it would be $4. And Phantom Wallet has the name Phantom in it. Yeah. Yeah, the Bruins, I know, came back, right? Stupid Bruins. Trading away Marchand, and that's just dumb. That's just dumb what the Bruins did. Consistently, they have not been a very good team. You're manifesting the fall, Ryan? That's what I'm doing. Going to manifest it. I'm going to keep repeating it again and again and again. I'm going to make it happen. Nope, I wasn't hoping for a breakout today. I know it's Doge Day. Was never expecting it. What other platforms? In the United States, the only other one I use is Crypto.com. Not the best exchange, but you can find a lot of other cryptos there that you can't get on Coinbase or Robinhood. And that's why I opened the Crypto.com. Wanted to buy some Pepe, because at that time you couldn't get Pepe on Coinbase or Robinhood. So Crypto.com, that's where I bought Peak. Some people like Kraken. I've never used it. What else are we going to talk about? Dogecoin price squeeze. Yeah, Trader Allen has been showing this this triangle, kind of squeezing in the price. I never really drew it myself. I guess we could, though. I don't know where he started his line from. It's probably not that one. I think he was on a shorter time frame. What was this time frame? Did he even say it? 4-hour chart. Yeah, that's what I got. 4-hour chart. Same thing. Yeah, something like that. So is that going to squeeze us in for ready for a breakout? Oh, he must have pulled it out even further. Something like that. But he did something weird with the... He did something weird on the end here. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, bouncing up and down here within looking something like that. Doesn't always break out though. Not like you want. If I could buy one, Tesla or Doge, Doge. Doge, always. Hey, Bruce, how was dinner? Right now, Bitcoin runs the crypto market, Milkman. Every once in a while, you'll get something running. Tau is big now. Fetch AI, all the AI stuff is going up again. But other than that, it's all still following Bitcoin. So yeah, that's right. We don't know when all the big Doge news is going to come, but when it does, again, I'm not expecting a lot too soon. So just taking patience, continue to buy on dips. Might get some meta stock, Eric. You want to crash? Just make it easy to buy. We just had one. What was that? April 7th? Yeah. April 7th. 13-cent Doge. That was it. And then you had a second chance on the 8th, and that's where I bought on the second chance. That was a pretty good crash there, K-Mac. April 7th and 8th, that's when it was time to buy. Yeah, Robinhood has no fees, but again, if you do a market buy on Robinhood, you don't get a great price. So it's kind of like paying a fee, kind of the same thing. New World reminds everybody to hit the like button. Thank you. Subscribe. Also, if you haven't already subscribed. We're kind of celebrating Doge Day today. Pretty subdued, though. It's like not a lot happening. On the 4-hour chart, we are having a nice recovery from this dip down to 1525 that we had earlier. And the dip overnight was really led by Bitcoin. So these two big red candles on the 4-hour chart on Bitcoin kind of dragged everything else down with it. So recovering from that. It's 420. No wonder why everyone is waiting for stop signs to turn green. These prices are a gift? Well, I mean, April 7th and 8th was the gift. These are good prices. Some people still think 12.5 cents. I don't know. Got 103 million Pepe. 15 Litecoin. Going to keep stacking. Doge. How is that Pepe going? It's about 7.5 last I saw. Yep, still there. 7.5. Yep, still the same area. Again, that's 0.0000075. 7.5. It had some nice dips. April 7th, it came down to 5.8. April 8th, it retested about 5.9. So I don't know if there's going to be a crash that's going to send everything down back to those prices or not. If it does, buy. I'm not a financial advisor, but for some reason, something spooks the market and we get big red candles down again. But I just don't see that happening now. That whole tariff thing that happened freaked everybody out. That was the reaction. Now, anything new with tariffs now is like, I don't think any of it is as bad as what we already had. So I don't see those big dips, not down that low, which includes 13-cent Dogecoin. I don't think so. 9 days of sideways. Yeah, and that's what this article was talking about, is the squeezing triangle here. What comes after the indecision phase? As shown in the Dogecoin price chart above, the meme coin is now approaching the tip of the triangle. In this particular case, the structure leans toward a bullish breakout, with market behavior showing signs of upward pressure building beneath the surface by 2.7% increase in trading volume. Yeah, I don't really see that big of an increase in trading volume happening. Not really. It's still pretty low. We know on the futures, Doge has about 72% long versus 28% short. So a lot more of the futures gamblers are betting on Doge to go up versus going down. So there is that. $200 EMA cross. 200 EMA. The 200 EMA on the daily is at 25 cents. So I don't know, Jacob, what you're looking at. Oh, this is simple moving average. The EMA isn't going to be that different. Let's see. We'll take a quick look. Do they have it under E? Nope, it's under M. Moving average exponential. There we go. Here's the EMA. Let's go 200. It won't be that different from the SMA. Typically not. Yeah, on the daily, it's up here. It's at 22 cents. Is the 200 EMA. It's at 22 cents. Your average for Pepe is at 11. So you've been DCAing. Your average was 15 and you sold it in anger. Yeah, I get that. The tariffs were meant to flush the market. You think it was manipulated like that? I don't know. The 50 crossing over the 200. Yeah, so you're doing EMA, and EMA is not it. It doesn't mean anything. So we've consistently been showing, again, the simple moving averages, because that is officially what a death cross or a golden cross is. So the EMA is not typically seen as being part of the crossover. If you're looking at an EMA, you're making stuff up. So, but yeah, I show the 50 and the 200 simple moving averages. And the cross happened back here on the 14th of March. And what was the price on the 14th of March? 16 cents. So people thinking a death cross means that the price is going to drop. It's now 15.5. And it was 16 cents on that day. So not much going on. Crypto nobody drinking a Modelo. I've got my Yingling. Cheers. Michael bought in at 40 cents. Now holding. Yeah. Happy Easter. Yeah, Jacob, it's just that it's the simple moving average is the traditional death cross and golden cross. And what we're looking at Bitcoin on here is that here's where we have the death cross here on the 6th of April. This thing looks like it's going to be a golden cross over here. Probably in another 2 weeks, we're going to have a golden cross. Because if the Bitcoin price continues to go up, the 50 is going to move up and the 200 is going to flatten out. Yeah, it's probably a little higher than that. It's going to take a while for that 200 to flatten out and the 50 to come up. Something like that. We could see that. So yeah, the Bitcoin is probably going to have a recrossover on a golden cross. Again, doesn't mean anything as an indicator for the future. It just tells you what happened in the past. That's all. Doge on the daily, not doing much. It's pretty flat. It's pretty flat. Volume just kind of ticking down. Not a lot of interest right now. You say it, Max, and then you say you hate that saying. Your money's gone to someone else. It's a big Ponzi scheme. It's a Ponzi. Beeb, I got 25,000 Doge, average at 25 cents. How much I need to buy right now? You have to do like a little spreadsheet and do the calculation. I can't I can't do that off the top of my head. I mean, if you bought 25,000 now, just over 15 cents, your average would be 2021. So it'd have to be a little more than that. Maybe 30, 35,000 Doge at this price, and your average would be in the teens. I can guess at that. I can guess at that. What else going on? Dogecoin supporters, again, 72% long. Just said this a little bit ago. That means in the futures trading market, more of the traders are betting on Doge to go up than shorting it down. Many see this as a good sign. Or it could just be a lot of degens just hoping Doge goes up. But yeah, more long bids than short bids. And that's what Ali was showing on his chart here. So more on the long side. We looked at monthly. So April still down 6.5. We got time though. We got 10 more days in April. Hopefully we can get the month to turn green. And we also looked earlier at what the price of Dogecoin was on this day, Doge Day, in previous years. And last year, 15.11, it was 15-cent Doge a year ago. And here we are again, 1 year later. Same price. But yeah, in 2020, 0.0021. That was nice. Hey, Linda, I have 50,000 in Doge. You're down 300 on the market, and transfer all my Doge to my wallet. Will I be at a loss of 300 if I re-enter the market at a lower cost average? No, I mean, it just stays. I mean, you bought at a certain price. That will always be the case, whether you hold your Doge on an exchange or transfer it to a wallet. It's still in profit or a loss, depending on the price you bought it at. Transferring it to a wallet and back doesn't change any of that. Okay. Bruce has been buying on dips, bringing his average down. It's a good thing to do. All right, gang, that's what we have for Doge Day. Look, wasn't expecting a lot. We had a nice little recovery going earlier in the stream. Had these nice green candles coming up, but yeah, stupid Bitcoin and its red candles kind of put a stop to that. So, but that's what we've got. Hey, we have a big week coming up. It's more on the stock market. There's a lot of earnings calls on some big stocks this week. We'll see some inflation numbers and some other things as well. So that's going to be on the stock side. I don't know on the crypto side what we're going to be seeing this week yet, but tune in. I'll be live again Monday afternoon. So check in and see how things are going tomorrow. Until then, I hope everyone has a great rest of your Doge Day, Easter Sunday, all of that. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.